Okay, Kevin, let me ask you one more question. What about liability under a homeowner's insurance policy?
Well, it's arguably one of the most important coverages in any insurance policy, and certainly homeowners. When you think about your actions, what you failed to do or should have done as a homeowner, which in turn creates a situation where someone is injured or somebody's property is damaged, that comes under your homeowner's liability coverage.
Okay, then what's an umbrella insurance policy? I was under the impression that covered those things.
Well, an umbrella does. It's really just excess liability coverage. It's building on your underlying liability on your homeowners. So it's addressing the same things, but it's for losses which would exceed the limits of insurance that you have on your homeowners. And an umbrella is a great step in somebody's insurance program. It isn't necessarily for everyone when you go and buy your first home, but as you age and you develop assets, it's a great way to provide protection at a relatively inexpensive cost.
Okay. What about dogs and pets? Is that factor into the liability?
Yep, insurance companies look at dogs today. We've been doing this for some time because the reality is there's breeds of dogs that do have a tendency to bite and cause harm or injury. So there's a list. It varies by insurance company, but generally there's 7 to 8 types of dogs that are on that list that you really have to be aware of. And what you really need to think of is you may buy a home, occupy and live there for years, and then buy this particular breed of dog, not knowing that your insurance policy specifically states that they will not cover a loss after you bought the policy and after you got the dog. So It's a frontline underwriting, but it's also buyer beware that if you are thinking of a breed of dog that you know has a vicious history, a bite history, then call the insurance agent and say, tell me, what do I need to do?
Now, will the insurance company not give insurance for if someone has that dog, or will they just raise the premium for that?
No, that list of dogs on the front end, we will not insure. If we found out later that you had the dog, there's a great chance that they would do a non-renewal, which is at your next renewal they would cancel the policy. Get off the risk is the term in the insurance industry. So, yeah, dogs are great. I've got a dog, but beware.
What kind of dog you got?
I've got a collie.
Really? Is that on the list?
Collie's not on the list.
That's good. For example, what are some dogs on the list? Just one or two?
Rottweiler, Chows,
okay,
Pit Bull.
Okay. Well, I'm good then. I don't have any right now.
Good.